Good cup of coffee. Well, welcome once again to the golden age of DC Comics 365, where I'm taking my old... I got this as a gift about 2 decades ago. It's a coffee table book. It's been on pretty much every coffee table I've had in the past 20 years. And I'm reading it. And I'm going to read it to you and with you. Why? So we can have a couple of minutes to talk about one of our favorite things in the world, comic books. I love comic books. You do too if you're tuning into this show. So every day for the rest of the year, I'm going to talk about comic books, and you're welcome to join me 3 p.m. Eastern daily. Come on by. Today is January the 27th, and I like this one a lot because it's addressing... sometimes I feel that we get so caught up with our non-delusional parasocial relationships with these costumed adventurers and superheroes, what we consider to be a modern mythology that's replaced our traditional and oftentimes religious mythologies that we came from. All the same, that when this addresses comic books as publishing, capital P publishing, as a magazine, as a print publication made to make a company profit, a print profit. Sorry. Yet it was like a lot of the things were based in ad sales. I mean, you had X amount of pages. Well, why had to be ad space? And I just remember in the New 52, even DC trying this half page of comic panels with a half page of advertisements like throughout the issue. That didn't stick. But, I mean, at least kudos and respect to those who are trying to keep marketing alive. And I mean, it's such an ancient thing of marketing. And in the age where print advertisements, this was a relatively new thing. Then the print media got inexpensive, and it got got industrialized, and with technology, it boomed. And so to disseminate your magazine became very easy with a supply chain and with an inexpensive way to produce your magazines and newspapers. And as we say today about streaming services, comic books were content and meant to, who are we selling this to? Well, let's put some ads in there for those individuals. That's how they made money, through their ad revenue. And that was the 20th century model of periodical publications, huh? In my layman's terms. Thank you for tuning in to the golden age of DC Comics. The golden age was about 1935 or 1938 to 1955. The silver age begins in 1956, and I was born in 1972, so I know that the bronze age begins about 1974 or so. Yeah, so today is January 27th, and we're going to look at this one. It's called Animal Flips, starring Dunbar Dodo. All right? And it advises you to cut the pages out and turn these 2 panels into a rudimentary flip book. Yeah. And here's and this is where I like when this book gets historical, and it's not just about the characters and the creators, it's about the medium itself and about the culture of the medium, the technology behind the medium. There was newsprint and magazine publications. And so yeah, when DC could not sell all the ads they wanted, they used a variety of fillers, including short humor strips, games, and puzzles. In this ultra-simplistic flip book that shares the page with an ad for Lone Ranger socks, Dunbar Dodo of the Dodo and the Frog fame demonstrates his weightlifting prowess. But if you want to see him do it, make a photocopy. Do not cut up this book, kids. Thank you. And that's from the writers of this book asking you not to mutilate their book in order to get your cheap thrills of a flip book. This was art by Martin Nadel from Funny Stuff, issue number 51, released November-December 1949. And the lengths they would go to make an ancient tablet or iPad. We use paper and flip them, and it gave the illusion of movement. silly antediluvian 20th century people. So that was just some that was filler in a comic book, and if they couldn't put ad space, they would put a puzzle. That's just great, and it reminds me of their daily competition in the news page and the newspapers and the literal funny pages where you'd have your daily comic strips and your crossword puzzle. And maybe the jumble. I loved the jumble, to be honest. And today they have Sudoku, the numbers game. So I could never wrap my head around Sudoku. There's something I just don't see it. I'm an idiot. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to the Golden Age of DC Comics, 365 days. Guess what? We're going to talk about comic books for the rest of the year. We are. Tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern and see what's the daily topic of comic book today. And leave a comment in the comment section. We can continue this conversation about comic books and coffee and coffee tables and coffee table books. And print publications and periodical publications of that time as well, the Golden Age. And please give me a thumbs up if you like this material. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. And I'd love to earn your subscription, be part of your daily YouTube day. I make daily content. I'm a spiritual guy, an amateur theologian, an ordained minister. So I say let's get spiritual, and we often do. I'm a professional line cook. I share with you restaurant-level hacks so you can make delicious, nutritious, and beautiful food in your home for your table with your loved ones. And tune in. And thank you so very much. Cheers.